Here with Tim Yakteen. Give me the correct pronunciation. Is it Armagnac?
Armagnac. At least that's how I'm pronouncing it, okay? Armagnac.
Well, and that's how Frank pronounced it in his last race, so I'm going with that. How did the horse ship out from California?
Shipped out great, yeah.
Awesome.
Real good, straightforward, uneventful, eating well.
Now the decision to come to the Preakness, was that a knee-jerk based on the last race?
I think it was a combination of a number of variables. You know, he ran really well in his last race. The way the race came together looked like it was an opportunity for us, and going to take a shot. He's training really well, so fingers crossed.
I know his last race he went gate to wire. Previously, he's run off the pace. Based on the way this race makeup is, they're saying obviously early voting. Obviously, is going to be on the front end, possibly the ranked long shot. Fenwick, what kind of instructions are you going to give?
Well, I think when you have somebody like Irad, you go into the race really confident, you know, because he's going to ride the horse the way the break comes up. And, I mean, we have pace. You're not going to see us coming from the clouds. Yeah. Okay. You know, our horse has got pace, so he'll position himself accordingly.
Awesome. So, as far as the distance, mile and 3/16, no problem getting that.
I don't see the distance being a concern.
Okay. What about the way he ran in the Santa Anita Derby? Obviously, going into the Derby, highly touted Messier and Tabia running, a dozen behind them at the time. Looked like, okay, you're still a good horse. Any difference as far as opinion based on the outcome of the Derby?
Difference of opinion, I don't know if I could say I feel any difference of opinion. The Santa Anita Derby didn't set up well for him.
Okay.
He's a horse that probably wants to be a little more of a free-running horse, as you saw in his allowance race. Mm-hmm. So the Santa Anita Derby was loaded with quite a bit of speed. I think that potentially compromised him. He was drawn on the inside of most of the speed.
Okay.
So I think here we got a great draw, and we'll look for a more in-stride race where he's comfortable in his own rhythm.
All right. I saw him come back from the track this morning. He looked a little hot. Is that typically him, or maybe just a new setting did that to him?
No, that's very typical of him. You can look back at all his races. He tends to get a little bit warm.
Good to know.
Yeah. So if he wasn't getting a little warm, I'd be a little concerned.
Nice, because, I mean, Shackelford was one that he looked like he had already run his race. And if you're a physical handicapper, you're like, okay, forget about him, and he'd go out and wire the field. So Armagnac is kind of through the same way.
He's one that'll get a little warm. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Tim, welcome to Baltimore and Pimlico. Great to have you here for the Preakness. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim.